You know our first guest by many names, Ali, Bruno, Borat, sometimes litigant. Last week, he won 2 Golden Globes for his movie Borat Subsequent Moviefilm, and he's currently nominated for both SAG and Critics' Choice Awards for playing Abbie Hoffman in Aaron Sorkin's The Trial of the Chicago 7.
Suddenly, every freak in Chicago is mobilized. They got Hayden! They got Hayden! We got to march down to the police station, overcome the cops and the Illinois National Guard, and free Tom Hayden! We couldn't find our way out of the park.
The Trial of Chicago 7 is on Netflix now. Please welcome Sacha Baron Cohen. Hey, Sacha, how are you?
Hey, Jimmy, how are you, mate?
Congratulations. I saw you winning Golden Globes, very well earned.
Thank you very much.
You know, as everybody knows, it was like a virtual type of situation where you were in a room with the other nominees. You're supposed to. Did you talk to the other people? Were you chatting with them?
Yeah, I did. I mean, they did that beforehand, and we were all wishing each other luck. And then, actually, after I'd won both of them, they put me back in the room with the other nominees.
Oh, no.
And it was incredibly awkward. And I was just saying, well, listen, guys, we're all winners. You know, they're nominated to win. But they hated me. They hated me.
You know, if they had any sense of humor, they would have stuck Rudy Giuliani in that room with you. Did he send anything? Did he send you flowers or an edible arrangement or anything?
He sent actually a huge box of condoms. They were addressed to someone else.
How responsible. How very responsible. So you're nominated now for SAG and Critics' Choice Award, correct? Or what is it? Yeah, Critics' Choice Award for Trial of Chicago 7, which is, by the way, great. And you did a great job in that movie. I really enjoyed that movie. And I wonder... how much did you know about Abbie Hoffman, being a foreigner to this country, before you took on this role?
I've actually known about him and admired him since the age of 20. I learned about him in university, and then when Steven Spielberg made the first incarnation of this movie, which was about 13 years ago, I was cheeky enough to call him up and said, listen, can I audition? And Steven said, first he goes, who are you? And then he said, listen, I'm concerned that you won't be able to get the accent. So he sent me his dialect coach. And he said, learn this 2-minute speech by Abbie. So every night for 2 weeks, we recorded on a CD, this is how long ago it was, 3 versions of that speech. And it started off terribly. I was like a Cockney, doing Abbie Hoffman, doing this kind of Boston accent. By the end of the 2 weeks, I kind of perfected it. And the dialect coach said, use take 28 and give that to Spielberg. And I told my assistant at the time, I said, all right, take 28, put it on a CD, give it to Mr. Spielberg. The next day I meet up with Steven at his late mother's kosher restaurant on Pico Boulevard. And he says, Sacha, he goes, I got the CD, thank you very much for doing that. He said, listen, I've got to be completely honest. The first 10 takes were not very good. He goes, but by take 27, 28, you nailed it, you got the part. So.
He actually listened to all of those takes?
It's unbelievable. That's why Steven Spielberg is just a geek. He works harder than any other director.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he listened to 28 takes for a movie he didn't even wind up making.
Yeah, exactly.
And that assistant is doing what now?
Believe it or not, she's actually producing
I had a feeling.
Oscar-nominated movies.
I had a feeling that was the case. I really did.
In America, in Hollywood, you fail upwards.
It's funny because Borat and Chicago 7, they came out, what, like about a month apart? Is that correct?
They came out 7 days apart.
Oh, 7 days apart. How much time was there in between making those movies?
So we were shooting Borat, and then this second incarnation of Chicago 7 happened with Aaron Sorkin. I was like, I have to make Chicago 7. And I shut down Borat the movie and went to Chicago and started filming, but didn't actually tell Aaron or any other of the cast what I was doing, because we had to keep Borat completely secret.
Oh, you wanted to
So-
keep it quiet from them. It wasn't that you were worried that there would be some concern that you had to stay in character or something like that. You just didn't want them to know.
Yeah, no. I mean, the problem with Borat was if word had got out, then the movie would have ended. But
Right.
It was a little bit weird. There was one scene where I'm playing Abbie and I'm storming the Democratic National Convention, and I knew that 3 months later I was going to be playing Borat breaking into CPAC.
Wow.
So I mean, obviously, when I did it the second time, I was wearing a prosthetic head that looked like Donald Trump. So it was a little bit.
I heard that, and I wonder if this is true, that you sometimes will wear a different pair of underwear, that feels right for the character that you're playing.
Yeah, that's basically it. So every character I play, everything they've got on them is authentic to that character. So Borat wears my late father's string underpants, and Abbie Hoffman had these kind of great kind of 60s hemp underpants, and Bruno obviously has a G-string.
Is that something? Is that an idea?
You never know where an interview is going to go. A bit like my last one with you.
Is that something that you picked up from another actor, or is this just something that you decided to do yourself?
No, I basically once did a Borat interview, and somebody asked me to remove my trousers at one point, and they noticed I was wearing the wrong underpants, and it killed the interview. So from then on, yeah, I've gone full Daniel Day-Lewis when it comes to underwear.
I like that. You did Borat for us in 2018, right around the time of the midterm elections. How long had it been before that?
So I hadn't really done anything. The only time Borat existed after the first movie was on this show. I came on once during Trump's campaign for election, where Borat was saying that Trump was a Sacha Baron Cohen character.
Right.
Too extreme to be believable. And then you brought me on for the midterms, and then weirdly enough, the next day, I'd always assumed that Borat would be impossible to do in the real world. The next day I went into the writer's room, we were writing a different movie, and I was like, hold on, Borat works with real people. We did it on Jimmy's show last night. Is there a movie here that we could get out in time for the election? And about 15 minutes later, we had an idea. 3 days later, we'd set it up at a studio.
Wow, that is unbelievable. And
So I thank you, but you're not going to get a cut.
No, I don't. Listen, I mean, yes, would it have been nice if you thanked me in the Golden Globe speech? Yes, it would have. But we have this. All right, Sacha Baron Cohen is with us. His movies are The Trial of Chicago 7 and Borat. We'll be right back with Sacha. Thanks for watching. Remember, every time you click the subscribe button, one of your enemies gets destroyed.